In this video, we are going to learn about the definite integrals. Before we go further, we will learn the basic properties of integration. The first property is the integration of a constant c from a to b is equals to c multiplied by b minus a. The second property is the integration of c multiplied by fx from a to b. Because c is a constant, so we can factor out. The third property is the integration of fx from a to a is equals to 0. Property number 4 is the integration of fx plus or minus gx from a to b is equals to the integration of fx from a to b plus or minus the integration of gx from a to b. Property number 5 is the integration of fx from a to c is equals to the integration of fx from a to b plus the integration of fx from b to c, where b is greater than a and less than c. Property number 6, if fx is greater or equals to 0 for interval from a to b, then the integration of fx from a to b also greater or equals to 0. For definite integral, we had to find the value of integral by substitute the given limits. So for this question, we will integrate the function first. But this time we don't have to write plus c. Then substitute the upper limit 3 minus with the substitution for lower limit -1. After that, calculate the answer. In question A, we want to find the integration of hx from 7 to 2. It is given that integration of hx from 2 to 7 is equals to 3. So the integration of hx from 7 to 2 is the negative of integration of hx from 2 to 7. Then substitute the value of the integral, so it equals to -3. For question B, we had to split this into the integration of 5 from 2 to 7 minus the integration of hx from 2 to 7. Then integrate 5 where it becomes 5x. And for integral hx from 2 to 7, we just substitute the value given. Now substitute the upper limit and lower limit for 5x. Then solve it. In this example, we want to find the integral for a piecewise function, where it is defined as exponent x for x greater than 0 and 3x squared plus 1 for x less or equals to 0. So for question A, we want to find the integration of fx from -2 to 0. Since the limit is from -2 to 0, which is lies on the interval x less or equals to 0, so we choose the function 3x squared plus 1. Then integrate it. And substitute the upper limit and lower limit and solve. For question B, it is the integration of fx from 0 to 5. Since the limit 0 to 5 lies on the interval x greater than 0, so we choose the function exponent x. Then integrate, where the integration of exponent x equals to itself. After that, substitute the limits and solve. For question C, the integration is from -2 to 5. Since the function is defined for x greater than 0 or x less or equals to 0, so it is the sum of integration from -2 to 0 and 0 to 5, which we already calculate in question A and B. So just substitute the answer from A and B and add them. For question D, we had to split into two integrals. For the integration of fx, we can directly substitute 10, while for the integration of constant 2, it equals to 2x. Then substitute the upper and lower limits and solve it. This example involves absolute function. We had to define this function first, where it becomes a piecewise function. Now we can find the integral for the function. Since the limit is from -5 to 3, so the integration equals to the sum of two integrals, where it equals to the integration of -x plus 2 from -5 to -2, plus with the integration of x plus 2 from -2 to 3. Then integrate the function and substitute the limits. Then solve.